And welcome back, everyone. We are back on Total War Attila with the 1212 AD mod. We've got ourselves a 2 versus 2 today. This is actually an unfortified settle. Well, I think they just call it a town assault. But it's, it doesn't have gates. It's got like little palisade walls, but no, there's no gate here. But this one was sent in by Tityrond. Now Tityrond is on defense here, playing Trebizond here. Now as his ally, we've got Meximu as the Ayyubid Sultanate. For the attackers, we have got, I believe this is Lance playing the Ottomans, and then on the other side we've got Billy Blazes playing Bohemia. Now, pretty simple stuff right now. You can see we've got crossbows and archers up on the walls here. This is a ranged melee infantry. All along, we've got that ranged melee infantry and crossbows lining the entire circuit of this wall, basically. We have a spear from Trebizond that has come out and is honestly just being a placeholder at the moment. He's keeping these swords... keeping these swords in place while the range infantry shoot them. So this range infantry should hopefully be getting some kills here. Ooh, we have some sort of artillery coming in. What was that? Oh, it's a mortar, okay. So Billy Blazes here brought a mortar, which is actually a really good call for a settlement like this. You can see, mortars, they lob the shells up and over. So, with this kind of, semi-walled defense, that mortar could be really useful, especially hitting places like this and hopefully on the walls as well. Now, we did see a bunch of cav move from Bohemia, shifting all the way over here to the Ottoman side. The defenders do have cavalry sitting here, but I don't believe they can be seen, so I'm not sure what triggered Bohemia to send his cavalry over here. He sent them there as if he was expecting something, which, I mean, they are set up to send something, but I think they're all hidden, so well, wait, hold on. This one's not hidden. So maybe that's why they expect it. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there. But we got 3 units of heavy shock cav, very heavy shock. Well, this is a heavy hybrid shock cav. And then the heavy command, which is the Trebizond general. Now on this side, the light axes of the Ottomans charging into the breach. You can see they wield their axes 2 hands. Their shields are on their backs. They're being held back by some medium melee infantry. This is the Ayyubids here. We got crossbows that move forward. That's 2 units of Genoese crossbows there from the Ottomans. Nothing else. I mean, really, they don't have, siege equipment, so really, they have to go here. You can see those 2 units of light axes have broken. They will probably come back. They're not healthy, but they still have a solid amount of men, and 60, 70 men left. In the long run, that adds up. Now, this medium melee infantry actually getting shot up. Is that the crossbows that are just tearing it to pieces? They've got 52 kills, but he's taken more than that. Yeah, I'm not sure what... Sorry, I took a drink there. I'm not sure what has been killing all of them. The heavy ranged... this is the... ranged melee infantry. They're actually shooting down here at the bow infantry from Bohemia. Now that's interesting. We don't usually... Oh, never mind. Okay. I thought it was the bow men with Pavis crossbows. I was like, what the hell? I've never seen that before. But no, there's a crossbow there too, which has a Pavis shield on the back. More infantry charging in. That's the medium, more medium melee infantry. That's all, folks. Mortar's still just giving hell. He's got 18 kills on it. Nothing too crazy yet. Some of the archers and crossbows actually fell back off the walls. It's probably because they got that angle there. I really hate that in Attila I don't have markers, and the trick to get the paint markers in Rome 2 replays doesn't work in Attila. When you try to do it that way, it just crashes the game. There's a thing you have to, like a command, you have to go change, like in your folder of the game, and when you do it in Rome 2, it makes them like show up and be able to use. But when you do it in Attila, it just crashes your game, which really, really sucks. This light X infantry just kind of, you know, charging in, breaking, charging in, breaking. More medium melee infantry, though. Gosh, what is it? Okay. Wow, God, look at the range. 173 kills. This one's only 39. 158 kills. So this range melee infantry for the Ayyubids is just doing work. As you can see, the Ottomans have kept at least their crossbows pretty far back. Is that all they have is crossbows? Yeah, it looks like it. Realistically, the crossbows probably don't have the greatest angle to get to that, so that's probably why he's keeping them to the back. Now on this side, we got medium spear infantry holding the gap. Medium melee infantry from Bohemia attacking. This is also a night battle, if you didn't notice. That's something we don't get a whole lot of. We don't get a whole lot of night battles, and we don't get a whole lot of like seasonal battles, like winter battles, snow battles, stuff like that. Mostly because like winter battles, they impose a massive penalty to like exhaustion and things like that. Okay, I think, by the way, just going back to something, I think realistically this is probably why they moved all their cavalry over here, is because there is no way to get, there's no back entrance here, the bridge is demolished, you know what I mean? They can't take cavalry out any other way other than right there. But on this side, they have this exit right there that they could take cavalry out. That's probably why Bohemia shifted his cavalry over, because he probably felt like he was in a better position to relieve himself of that cavalry. You know, less likely that cavalry is going to come after him, because, or if it does, he's probably going to have a much better, you know, speed, like a lot more time to deal with it. This side over here is actually not doing so hot for the defenders. Trebizond is about to lose his last spear infantry here, and after that, it's in, you know, they've got the foothold now. So we'll see, you know, on the other side how it's going. 19 kills on the mortar. It's really not that great. Now, on the other side, while this side may not be going so great for the defenders, this side seems to be going very, very well for the defenders. The attackers really cannot seem to get any sort of movement going here. You know what I mean? The defenders have been able to basically just stonewall the Ottomans here, and there's not a whole lot they could do about it. But if they lose on this side, you can see we've got the Trebizond, we got Trebizond holding this here, which he has to if they are going to continue holding here. Because if they give up this spot, then these guys just can come over here and, you know, undermine this defense here, which is not good. Still hear that mortar going, but man, the mortar, last I saw, yeah, only 22 kills. Okay, so the spears broke. No movement yet. Assume soon we will probably see a rush forward of troops here. The spear actually came back. He's wavering, though. And now he's going to go into this really awesome strung-out formation. They have more of these. They got Scudetoi. How many kills does that have? 67's not bad for spear infantry. You gotta remember, your killers, your big killers are going to be your your shock infantry, crossbows, handguns, cavalry, obviously. A lot of times your medium melee, your melee infantry, so like your just standard swords, your standard spears, they tend to underperform comparatively when you look at, once again, things like, you know, shock infantry. Shock infantry, if you don't get 200 kills on them, you probably underperformed there. If you got 200 kills on a melee infantry, man, you way overperformed. Here we go. We got heavy shock infantry coming in from the Ottomans. Unfortunately, getting shot up by this ranged infantry on the barricade here. Now, they have no way over here, so their path is this way across the bridge, or they come this way across the bridge. Cavalry is moving at the back. Oh, we got we got more than that. Look at that. So we have the Trebizond cavalry out here, including the general, and a little belatedly is the Ayyubid hybrid shock cavalry. Now, in response, we've got 2 of the Ottoman cavalry, but the Bohemian cavalry is not responding yet. They could be waiting just to make sure it's not a feint. They better be careful. This hybrid shock cav is coming right down. Right at them. Crossbows are going to try and get a volley off here. 70 out of 70. No volley. No volley. Yep, he gave up. I think that was not worth that. But also, we're going to get the Trebizond cavalry coming in. This could be a hard thing to deal with, though. They are split now, but the Ottoman general caught sitting. He was no countercharge or anything, but the heavy shock cav was hurt pretty bad. The Trebizond general is obliterating this Vlastila. We've got some Voynuk swordsmen coming to help. Once again, the Bohemian cavalry just sitting there. The Ayyubid cavalry here, 163 kills, 33 out of 70. He's trying to move away, I believe. They are surrounding one of these heavy shock cav from Trebizond. 28 out of 70. He's got 83 kills. A lot of that was an entire cav unit, though. Trebizond just needs to be careful. But there goes the Ottoman general. Yeah, Trebizond's general is still really healthy. 62 out of 70. 173 kills. The Trebizond general has 61 kills. And his other cav actually makes it out. He's broken. 85 kills. Get back in there and get some kills. Bohemia's cavalry way late to respond there. Now on this side, we've got Skudatoy holding back again the medium melee infantry of Bohemia. Take a look. Take a long look at it. The Skudatoy always look fantastic. Let's see, Trebizond archers, 49 kills. 5 kills. We got more Skudatoy holding back here. So they did end up giving up this area. But man, that hurt. The cavalry did a number on the Ottomans here. His general's dead. One of his other cav unit is dead. He took a pretty heavy hit to his archers, to his crossbows here. 69 out of 130, 74 out of 130. Bohemia is basically going to have to take over watching the flank for the cavalry. Beating melee infantry 121 out of 160, but they are wavering. This is a huge deal. The general being dead is hurting them so bad right now. 119 men and they're wavering. Oof, that hurts a lot. And honestly, they're not even going up against like super good infantry either. It's light melee infantry versus medium melee infantry. Kind of surprised that this ranged melee infantry is actually able to get shots all over here. It seems like it's a mile away. Shock infantry coming in for the Ottomans, though. 159 kills, but a lot of range looking right at them. Oh, this could be good, though. We got the medium melee infantry climbing the walls. They're going to get behind the Scudetoi. This might assist, especially look at this. This is Bohemian heavy shock infantry as well. Might be able to deal with the Scudetoi here and get a breakthrough. They need more reinforcements, though. Now, Bohemian with all of its range. We've got medium bows. Not very many kills on either of those. Heavy crossbows, same thing, not very many kills. 82 kills on the Trebizond crossbows. How's the mortar doing? Is he starting to get any kills here? 45. Looks like good trade-off there. Okay, one Scudetoi breaks, but it's not the Scudetoi that was attacking or defending here. I'm actually pretty surprised that this one is still like here. There we go. I was going to say they could probably do a little better job of getting around this unit instead of hitting it just here. They're actually going to turn over here, or they're going to go shut up the archers. They need more infantry. Heavy shock infantry, 229 now. I'm actually a bit surprised how much firepower there... Well, it is a shock infantry. Never mind. Usually I wouldn't suggest shooting straight into a combat like this, but it's heavy shock infantry. It's probably worth it. 64 kills, 9 kills, 10 kills. Over here, nothing as of yet. Are they going to hold? I honestly was wondering if they were just going to hold off from attacking that area anymore. Here we go. This is a fresh shock infantry. Well, not fresh, but fresher. Charging into the back of this Mushat al-Hakka. Probably butchered that terribly, and I'm so sorry. See, this is why I don't try to say these names. You know, if I had somebody to teach them to me where I could hear it, I'm pretty good at picking up accents and pretty good at you know, pronouncing words that are not of English origin. But usually I need to hear it. I need to hear it. You know what I mean? That's my biggest problem. Reading it like this, I'm never going to... I have no idea how to say... Like, if I were to say that the way you would in English, it's probably horribly wrong. Janissary Baltikalar. You know, and that's probably horribly mispronounced. 76 kills on the mortar now. Look at that. That's a big jump. I think that the Ottomans are in a bit of trouble. You know, it's been trying to kind of loop things over to this center, but he doesn't have enough men to attack this and help attack this. So I don't know how that's going to turn out for him. He is bringing in his reserves. We got the Baltiki Guard, yeah, you know what I mean? It's a polearm unit. You have more medium melee infantry, and they are all moving in. But this could be the deal breaker right here, is what happens in this center. We have the Ayyubid general charging in. He actually charged in against the heavy shock infantry here. 102 kills. The general with 25. They just broke the Scudetoi, but it might be too late. Man, I bet you he wishes he had a cavalry a little bit closer to being able to get here. If he had a cav that it was sitting like right here, he probably could have gotten some good kills in here. Keep advancing. That's your best bet here. You got to keep moving. Not a bad idea. Maybe swap out the heavy shock infantry or surround that ranged infantry. Scudetoi over here, probably going to break as well. Can we just talk about how good this mod looks and how good these troops look? Like, seriously, look at the shields. Look at the armor. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful mod. If we were to get a medieval 3 and it didn't look at least as good as this is, it would be a failure. They should probably... Well, they can't surround because they've got another unit right there. They're going to, which I assume means that this guy then will charge in on them. No, he's going to wait. He's probably just more worried about giving up this gap. If he, charges in, it opens up a possibility of them getting through. But if so, why not move back to the tighter, street? It looks like they are probably going to retreat beyond the bridges anyways. Sorry, I need to clear my throat there. Still have a unit over here. Decently healthy. 175 kills. That's pretty good. Scutatoy just broke. Here's the Bohemian Cavalry. But it's probably too late to get anything. I don't see, being able to get anything at this point with the Cav. Now they're going to have to fight their way across this bridge. I think this is the smaller version of a map that I'm used to that has the wall comes way out here. But that's, I think, maybe the walled settlement version. So they are holding up here. Man count is actually, the defenders are actually outnumber the attackers at this point. That's not a good sign. You can see some units wavering here. So I have a pretty healthy unit here from Trebizond. Looks like a pretty elite unit too. Beautiful armor. Now here comes the fresh and cavalry. Got to be careful with the cavalry though. You got that crossbow that's got vision on you. For some reason, this settlement kind of reminds me of like, oh my gosh, I just had a brain fart. It's one of the Rome 2 barbarians. It's Ankara. Sorry, my brain just went. But this settlement kind of gives me Ankara vibes. These bridges are going to be nasty. On the left-hand side, you see the Ottomans going in with their pole arms. Not a terrible idea. There's not a lot of ranged over here. Got some, but not a ton. A lot of it's pretty low ammo, see what I mean? So polearm could do some work here. Got to be careful with coming off this bridge. It might screw up your formation, though. They're actually falling back off of the polearm. I'm a bit surprised by that. I don't... I get that you don't want to fight the polearm, but giving up the bridge as well is maybe also a bad idea. It is taking some pretty good losses from these range units here, though. A couple of them have really good kills, 214 and 187. They're going to have to deal with these crossbows before they do anything. They've got a pretty good setup with 2 units right there, so... I don't think he got any volleys off. His crossbows have almost no kills. And plenty of ammunition. I don't know why there's so many units all back here. Mortar with 95 kills, but he's out of ammo. Oh, that hurts. The mortar could be so useful right now. Now, this is going to be a problem for the attackers. They have lured them out of that tight position with this polearm. So the polearm, kind of is in an awkward position, right? If the attackers wanted, they could double team it by putting this unit in right here. The polearm, as of right now, is actually holding his formation decently well, but he's getting shot to hell. And honestly, look what's left. You have 2 units of melee infantry and a crossbow over here. Really, the only thing that anybody has left is Bohemia. The Ottomans are basically out of this fight. I'm pretty sure this is all the Ottomans have. And if that is it, that's a really big problem. They probably should have held back on this side a little bit. You know, continue to be a threat, force the defenders to keep units here to, you know, deal with you or to protect the side. But I don't think they should have gone in. And I definitely think there should be more units crossing this bridge right now instead of just 2. We got a pretty nasty crossfire. Heavy ranged infantry here, 19 kills. These guys have 36, 88. And look at this. They've already adjusted all their stuff around. Oh, man. Fight, Bohemia! Fight! I'm a bit surprised that they are letting this one unit kind of keep them bottled up here. They need to you know, establish a beachhead here. There's a barricade, but they need troops over here. Otherwise, the defenders are just going to come in and put them down. I think we're going to get these guys shooting over onto the barricade now. Cavalry moving from the Ayyubids. 144 kills. He's just mopping up, you know, retreating troops. Padding his stats, if you will.
The men are running. Stand and fight, damn you.
They are not shooting. I thought they'd be shooting over at the barricade, but they are not. Attackers did move cavalry over here to zone out the Ayyubid general. First, I thought he was going to continue across the bridge. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? There's the range unit going after the heavy ranged melee infantry. 19 kills so far, but they'll probably get a decent amount right here. 24. They're shooting over right here at this unit. 77, 69. That unit broke. So the next one goes in. Okay, they did chase off the ranged melee infantry. A lot of these guys, they're almost out of ammo. They have a little bit, but not much. Trebizond cavalry possibly going to come around and be annoying. This unit will defeat them pretty handily if they don't charge. Man, they got caught sitting. 14 men. Oh, and he lost a ton. Pretty sure that was a full unit, wasn't it? Wasn't he 70 to 70 on that? Sheesh. Even sitting, you know, caught sitting, I didn't think they would get that many kills on the charge. Such a small unit. They continue to allow just one unit to kind of tie them down here. He's afraid of this, which, I mean, fair enough. But I really don't see what other choice they've got. See, maybe you can pull this unit out of position and charge into him. No, they're not going to go that far, it doesn't look like. 49 kills, 104 kills, got a cycle here. Spathatoy coming in now. It's going to be tough. Oh, Cav coming in. Cav did go. 47 out of 70. Got a pretty good charge there. Pretty sure he caught this unit backwards. Just be careful of the other unit coming in. So when you pull out of this combat is when you're going to take your losses. $166. As of right now, he's staying in. Surprisingly, not taking any losses yet. Not in this particular combat. Ooh. Oh, these guys have javies. Come on, let's see that again. Why can't I see their javies? That's weird. They're just throwing nothing. There's nothing in their fists. Problem is he's not getting more not enough more kills, if that makes sense. You know, it's shock cav. You need to be cycling, but if he cycles, he takes losses. Takes losses, then he might break. You know what I mean? It's just just a vicious cycle there that it's kind of hard to decide which way to play that. This is kind of interesting. Look under their shield. They're actually carrying a spear under their shield, but their sword in their hand. Shock infantry, 14 kills. They're kind of in an awkward formation here. They're also now getting shot. I think these guys are trying to shoot them. The Cav ends up leaving combat. 173 kills, 31 men left. He honestly got pretty good kills there. And not a ton of losses either. If he's going to pull this unit out, he needs to put something in to tie up that Spathatoy. What? There we go. Charge back. Yes, there we go. He did get a counter charge there. So we should see a decent chunk of kills coming in. It's not racking up as fast as I thought, but he is getting kills. Barricade is broken down now. Every range they have left is focusing this shock infantry. 42 kills, 99 kills, 39 kills, 91, 202. That one medium melee infantry broke, so now the shock infantry are going to get surrounded. He's healthy, but he's not going to be. He can't take on 2 units, especially not when caught flat-footed. Yeah, this hurts. They do have a really good angle for their crossbows and such. Or at least they should. It says they're obstructed, which makes no sense. You can see these, broken units that broke and came back. They're charging back in, but realistically, they're so weak and so small that they're only going to be in combat for a very, very brief amount of time. Yeah, see that? They all just broke. Honestly, Bohemia's in a really tough position. I don't know what options he has. I'm actually relatively surprised that the balance of power is not worse than it is. They have 500 men more than the attackers now. Unfortunately, I hate to say, the Ottomans, I think, really kind of screwed the pooch here, right? The Ottomans are the reason that they now only have one avenue. He doesn't have enough troops that he can try and push this. The Ottomans, with what they had left, they should have just held here. Be a threat. Make them watch you. Probe, maybe. You know what I mean? But by going in the way they did, they just got overwhelmed and obliterated, and I just don't think it was the right move. More shock infantry coming, excuse me, but this one's already pretty hurt. Or no, this is the one that broke earlier, just a second ago. 61 men, but watch, they're just going to get shot to death again. Surprisingly not taking more losses out of those volleys. He needs to get in combat. It's really if he doesn't get in combat soon, he's probably going to break. You actually get a minor morale buff while in combat. But while you're just standing here doing nothing, getting shot, you take your men want to run away. Oh no! Well, that's another way that they could die. 226. Poor guys. That's another way that you die, is you get, trampled by cavalry. Here's their last shock infantry coming in, 63 out of 160. We also have a pike coming in. Swiss pikes, actually. Very good pikes. All he has is ranged, and then his general and that tiny cav unit. Pike's going to try and get in here and get set up. The range over here are almost out, so they're going to get some volleys off here, but I don't... We'll see how much it does. I want to know how he took no losses there. Being shot point blank with no shields. They lost 3. Oy. This is rough, man. Like, it just... You don't really know what to do at this point. It's unfortunately just kind of the slow death here. You might at least move some of your ranged over so they can actually fire, get some kills on them. I hate to say it, this is... I mean, it's pretty obvious that it's GG at this point. Pike's trying to kind of reform in a position that they can actually hold. Yeah, like, you don't have to bring all your ranged over, but there's, like, your crossbows. Bring, 1 or 2 crossbows over here and get some shots off over at this stuff or something, Those crossbows they have so much ammo, but they're not doing anything. If you wait too long, once all this is dead, it won't matter how much ammo you have. These guys are not going to get any worth. So you might as well bring him over now while there's still something holding back the enemy so your crossbows can get some kills. Cavalry goes charging in on the other side. 202 kills now, but he's probably gonna break here. Looks like he got a pretty solid charge there, though. Wonder if they'll send the gen in next. Here we go. Looks like... Is he gonna bring in one or both of them? Bring them all the way over. Set him up right here and have him shoot this stuff. I don't know. Concentrate the shock infantry if you want. The Varangian Guard. It's also a very cool unit. Being swapped out here by some infantry, or is this that ranged? No, it's just infantry. There you go. Now the crossbows are firing. Here we go. Get in there. Get in my belly. Here we go. Cav. Ayubid General charging the Bohemian General, but you have the Trebizond General coming in as backup. The Ayubid General was hurt, so the Trebizond General can beat him, but I don't think he's going to beat both of them. 2 chevrons with 64 kills. It means he got really good kills. That is the Ayubid, probably. 269 kills. I'm assuming that's the Ayubid. Yeah, it's the Ayubid. Crossbows 29 and 30 kills. Not sure. Are they shooting the heavy shock infantry? Possibly? Sorry, just kind of looking around here. They are starting to get some kills. Leftover ammunition from the Ayubid archers is probably going to run out soon. Bohemian General, 43 kills, 2 chevrons. he's going to try and back out of this and maybe charge again, but I don't know. Got a pretty clean break, actually. Is he going to charge back in, or is he just going to run? General is still alive. There he goes. He's turning back around now. Hopefully he can get a good formation. Good charge. Caught him sitting. Good charge. Kind of surprised he's not getting more kills out of this. 76. I mean, it's not bad. Usually when heavy shock cav charges something, you see, like, the number just go ding 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 ding. Kind of like, you know, like a slot machine, you know. So, hope you guys got that. That's what the reference was a slot machine. Still have the mortar back here. He's going to end that with 95 kills. Ayuba General is gone. Bohemian General is actually still alive with 45 men in it still, too. 80 kills. A lot of that on cavalry. Oh, this could be a good matchup. 41. No, go fight. Fight, 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 fight. Come on. $38 versus 35. Oh, come on. I want to see a general fight. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Come on! They were relatively well formed up, though. He does get a good charge. And... oh, you probably should have held for just a minute. No, he can't. And because he lost down to 30... oh. Yeah. Because he committed to that instead of committing to this, the Trebizond General obliterates him. I don't know that he would have won anyways against the Trebizond General, but because of that, it was a definitive he was going to lose. And basically, we're just going to watch these guys run away. Because that is GG. We need more battles like this. More night battles. More unfortified settlements. You know, stuff like that. This was fun to watch. Alright, so, first of all, well, while it loads. Mod always takes forever to load in for some reason. Alright, so not so mexy as the Ayyubid Sultanate, excuse me. 231 on one of these medium melee infantry. Very, very good. 140 is really good. Archers all did excellent. 197, 173, very, very good. Pretty much across the board there. Titirand as the Empire of Trebizond. The general, only 95 kills, but with 3 chevrons. 192, 213 on the 2 shock infantry. Crossbows did pretty good. Cav did pretty good. Honestly, once again, pretty good across the board. We have Lance as the Ottoman Sultanate. Pole arms actually are pretty good. 100 kills there. Both Cav units just kind of got obliterated, unfortunately. I think he got distracted looking at the Ayyubid cavalry when his cavalry got then charged by the Trebizond cavalry. Billy Blazes as the Kingdom of Bohemia. Shock infantry 115 is pretty good. 107 on the gen with 3 chevrons. 207 on his cavalry. A lot of his infantry all did very, very well. I think realistically, honestly, is just the Ottomans. Unfortunately, I think were just a little too over-aggressive, and I think that was in the end the downfall here. But that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget that if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys next time.